Hey y'all, listen, I just came down here to chit chat with you guys for just a little bit, okay? If you're new to the channel, then hey, bitch. All right, make sure you guys are coming into the video. You're liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the video, all of the great things, okay? First things first, y'all know the Met Gala happened last night, and I have to say that I think this was one of the better Met Galas. Like, this is one that I could say that I really, really liked, okay, for the most part, and maybe because it was centered around tailoring like black style and stuff. So I like that. I think that a lot of people did a great job. Even the people that were kind of like off theme still look good, like Megan the Stallion and like Lala Anthony. I thought that they looked absolutely beautiful. Now, Future, baby, you looked a dog ass fucking fool. No, no, no. I'm not even gonna hold you, baby. It's giving a dog ass fucking fool. For damn sure. Okay. But that's that. When I tell you the people was dragging him, like they were dragging him. He done cut the dress off and he look a damn mess. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I hate the blonde hair on him. I'm used to Future with the dreads, but it look like we're not getting that no more. Somebody said this is not the future, honey. This is the past. And I fucking hollered, okay? I was cackling when the people was over there dragging Future, okay? Um, but yeah, so that's what happened. I mean, some people had some good looks, and I'm not really going to get into all of the looks and stuff, but it was quite a few people that look really nice. They had the black male chorus or choir or whatever out there, and I'm like, okay, y'all do y'all think it was cute. Rihanna has announced that she is pregnant again for the third time, and hopefully she gets a girl this time. Hopefully we get a fancy baby because obviously ASAP Rocky won't stay off her, or at least she won't stay off him. They won't stay off each other, so they keep bringing these babies, tiny, and I'm sure they can afford to do so. Clearly, she's a billionaire. I believe he's a millionaire. So do what y'all do, okay? Um, so she looked nice, okay, but I hate that the people kind of spilled her tea before she even hit the red carpet. So we kind of already knew that Rihanna was pregnant. It was already speculations out there. It was confirmed when she was standing in the hallway with just like some gray attire on, and then she put her outfit on and she revealed it on the carpet. So congratulations to Rihanna. So that was pretty much what all took place at the Met Gala. If there's anything that you guys saw, definitely leave it down below in the comments. Let's chat about it. Another thing I want to talk about is Flo Milli. So y'all know Flo Milli ended up having her son not too long ago. She did give birth, and Miss Ma'am popped right on out there, and she ended up doing, I think, some performance she did recently. And when people saw her over there performing, they started to hop over there in her Twitter comments and like kind of like drag her. Like somebody said something like, "What, her NIGGA ain't got no job?" Like where's her family? Where her friends at? Does she got to be out here hustling like that? Like what she got going on? And I'm like, ooh, people be so fake. You know what I'm saying? People be fake. People be biased or whatever the case is. But I be queen biased too, so I get it. But at the same time, I'm like, why y'all coming for her like that? Now, granted, you could be right. Like maybe her NIGGA don't got a job. Maybe she is the hustle, right? Who knows? But what I will say is just because she's returning to work shortly after her pregnancy does not mean that her NIGGA is broke. Okay. Actually, he could have been making a whole lot of money as her as well. As she's been doing a lot throughout her pregnancy, she could have made a heap of money. Did it ever occur to y'all that maybe, just maybe, she probably been booked this a few, like maybe a year or two ago, or when before she got pregnant, she didn't want to cancel or something, because it was going to be post pregnancy. Um, Maybe it was a situation where she just enjoys to work. Some people just enjoy to get back at it. They ready to get back and do their thing. Um, did it ever, occur? I mean, it could really be a number of things, really, as to why she decided to get back out there. It probably has nothing to do with the guy. Like, the guy could have been like, hey, can you sit down? Can you chill? Can you not? And she's like, no, like, I enjoy doing this. I don't want to slow down. I want to whoop, whoop, whoop. And me running out here to do this quick show that I'm going to do is not taken away from me being with my kid, because I'm going to be with my kid, for the rest of the week. I'm only going to be out here doing this set, for like 30 minutes. No more than an hour. Woo, woo, woo. Do my thing. Boo, boo, boo. 2 hours max. Okay. And I'm back with my kid and I'm back in home life and I'm minding my business. But people don't be seeing it in that realm, right? They just see you out there doing the most, rapping, whatever. But I'm like, the reason why I say people be fake, because I feel like when it was Cardi B and others, y'all didn't say that shit. Cardi B was out there still performing while she was pregnant and clearly was married to Offset, who we already knew had money more than her at the time. But when nobody talk about, ooh, her nigga must be broke, her nigga must not have no money. Cardi was at the height of her career, similar to Flo, in my opinion. So they're just out here doing their thing. Okay. So I just feel like, y'all all in that lady business just a little bit. Now, granted, it don't mean that you're wrong. Maybe her man don't got no damn job. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't support her mentally or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it could be that. But also consider the possibility that maybe she's out there because she wants to be out there, not that she has to be, whether it's because she's relying on his money or the money she already got. Okay. Yeah, she didn't have to go out there and do that show, but she wanted to. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather see her hop out there and do a show and perform and get her life versus having a baby and then laying back down on a damn surgery bed so that you can flatten your stomach so you can get back out here to show everybody, look how slim thick I am or whatever. Like the fuck, but if that's what they want to do, girl, do what you do. Long as you come out alive and you safe to be here to take care of that baby, girl, whatever. All right. So I just thought that that wasn't nice. Like you had Flo Milli over there having to cuss the people out. And somebody said something about her being out 9 days after having her baby is crazy. And she like, well, who told y'all I had my baby 9 days ago? Who said that? I said, I know that's right. Because a lot of celebs will have their children maybe a month or so ago, but they just may not let us know. Okay. Just because the post went up on a particular date doesn't mean that it happened at that exact time. So I don't know when that lady had her child. And if the doctor gave her clearance to go ahead and do the show, then cool. Now, I could see if it was a situation like when the doctor told her she probably shouldn't do a show and she still did it anyway. Now, that right there, I might be a little piece of judging on because the doctor told you to sit your arse down in your ninth trimester, but you didn't want to do that. But thankfully for her, she went on, she still performed, and everything was still all well with her and the baby, right? But yeah, because I think she ended up flying from wherever she was over to LA or somewhere in Cali, I think, to do that performance. So whatever it was, I think she had to fly to do the performance. But that I probably would have raised my eyebrow on more than her having her child, because how I'm looking at it, especially, like as a YouTuber myself, you have a time block, you put so much of time in. People may be thinking like, oh shit, they got all these, they doing all of this work, doing all of this, and it's like, girl, I did that shit in this block. By the time y'all watching this, girl, I'm over there cuddled up with my kid, whatever, reading to him. Okay, or the way he going, he trying to read to me. Hello, okay. But yeah, so I feel like for me, I get it. Okay, I get it. And I just feel like why y'all wasn't over here outraged when Cardi was over there doing her thing, pregnant, before and after. She did not slow down. The only thing was Cardi never toured, from my understanding. She may have done some different festivals and stuff, but I don't think Cardi has ever had like a full-fledged like tour. Okay. So yeah, but I mean she still was out there. That lady ain't stopped. Shit, I mean, I feel like Nicki Minaj didn't stop either. She had her son, she was pregnant. She may have slowed down a little bit, maybe. But I feel like she really didn't. Okay, I'm trying to think of some other women that may have went out here and had a baby. And this some part of me is like, girl, stop worrying about what these folks. Leave these people. I be having to do that to myself. Stop worrying about them folks. Girl, let that lady do her thing. Okay? It ain't hurting you. Just a little piece, okay? So, anywho, congratulations to Flo Milli out here doing her thing, okay? Shout out to my Alabamian, okay? Um, so yeah, y'all had that lady come off her throne to throw tomatoes with you hoes, and I was just like, leave her alone, okay? Y'all don't know what she trying to do with that money she trying to get, okay? She probably need it. I ain't no telling. Anywho, that's that. What else did I want to chat with y'all about? That man Steve Smith, I don't know if you guys remember that story, but Steve Smith, he used to be a Ravens player, right? Let me just show him on the screen real quick for the people. This is Steve, okay? And he is currently being sued. Now, I don't know if y'all recall, but there was like a Navy vet that came out and was calling him out for cheating with his wife. It was like a few months ago, I think. A matter of fact, I think the Jasmine brand ended up reporting on that. Let me see. But they came out and they were talking about it. It was like 2 months ago. Let me go to this Threads account and see what Jasmine brand got up. All right. Because there was something that came out like a few months ago where he was being exposed for cheating with this man's wife. Well, that man now finna sue his ass the same way Fantasia had got sued when she was messing with that lady husband. Yeah. Okay. So they're saying former NFL star and current NFL network analyst Steve Smith Sr. has reportedly been accused of having an affair with a Baltimore Ravens marching band member named Nicole Martinez.
Yo,
Okay.
Steve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've been fucking my wife, bro. What you gotta say for yourself?
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You fucking knew she was married. You're not a fucking idiot, man. You're fucking Steve Smith Sr. What kind of dumb shit was that? Yo, Steve.
Now, what would be crazy is if that man, that husband, was over there cheating on his wife, which is why she probably messed around with Steve. That would be crazy if that was the case. And he is the one that's likely going to win because you was messing with a Baltimore Ravens and he a player or ex one at that. And now he about to sue this man and probably come up on some coin. Child, that's crazy. But let's get into this post. So Antonio Martinez tagged Antonio Brown. Nikki says, hi, I am Nicole Martinez, though I won't be a Martinez much longer. You see, I have been cheating on my husband, and I have been doing so with the very famous Steve Smith Sr. Pics attached for reference. I had him hidden under 3, but that's been fixed. My husband bought me a house. He stood by my side after I had been arrested twice for DV, and this is how I repay him and our son. There's plenty of messages from here. Steve, crazy the kind of revealing messages a celebrity will send. Baltimore Ravens, I am also a member of your team band. I believe I violated some fraternization rules by hooking up with Steve at the training. First of all, this is the husband up under her profile, being an ass, exposing her. I feel like that right there is some narcissism and manipulation, just a little bit, to try to put her out there in a sense. And now when I see behavior like this and I understand that she did cheat on you, it just makes me question what was really going on in the relationship that led to her cheating on your ass. Okay. So take me deep down your throat, like you kind of like, y'all was really getting sexual in the messages, huh? And this was back in February. That's crazy. So now let's see what they're saying here. Retired Raven star Steve Smith Sr. is facing a $100,000 civil lawsuit out of North Carolina over an alleged affair. The lawsuit filed April 28th by a U.S. Army veteran and former Texas police officer named Antonio Martinez. He accuses Smith of having a sexual relationship with his wife, Nicole, despite knowing she was married. North Carolina state law permits such lawsuits if in court it can be proven that a marriage was on good terms prior to an affair. Now, that's going to be the key thing. If y'all can prove that the marriage was on good terms prior to an affair. Now, was the marriage on good terms? I don't know. You saying the wife was arrested for DV charges or whatever. So I feel like that doesn't mean that the marriage was on good terms. In my personal, I don't think that don't sound like good terms to me. Okay, but anywho, I don't know what they define as good terms. But they're saying that Steve himself is also married with children. Child, that's insane. And if that's the case, I also feel like Steve's wife should turn around and sue that lady. Okay, for being the alleged mistress to her man. So everybody from the sue. That is crazy there, but that's what they got going on, child. And I don't know if I don't feel bad. Okay, so you out here doing what you want to do, and then all you got to say for it is I'm sorry because you knew what you did. You knew that you did it. Talk about some I'm sorry. Well, at least you ain't playing that man face and you came right on out with it. And he came right on out with that lawsuit. So good luck, okay, to Mr. Steve Smith, honey. Now, lastly, did y'all hear the story about the lady Denise Brody? Like, now this story has been out since like 2022, but I promise I don't recall it. I'm just now hearing about it now. But Denise Brody was married to this guy that she met in like 2014 or whatever. And when they met in 2014, you know, they had some infidelity issues or whatever. Now they're saying that she ended up catching cancer. Like what? twice, but I was a little confused. I wasn't sure if they knew for sure she had two cancer diagnoses or if they were misdiagnosing her because she had another condition going on. And that condition ended up being AIDS because the husband that she was with gave her AIDS, all right? And the woman died 2 days after being diagnosed with it, okay? So I'm a little confused. We are going to check out a news report, but that was definitely one of my questions, like, yo, because how it was worded on one of the articles, they said she got two diagnoses before the doctors realized that she actually had AIDS. And I'm like, so did she have it the whole time and they didn't catch it when they were doing her blood work and stuff? Or did they falsely, say that she had cancer when the whole time she had AIDS? But I don't know how you could mix the two up, but whatever. I'm not a doctor, but that's what ended up happening. So I believe they charged him with I think infecting her with something unknowingly. I think they may have charged him with that or something tied to like an STD and giving it to her. Whereas the daughter and the woman's brother, because she ended up passing away in 2022, right? So her daughter and her brother, the woman that passed away, her brother, they are now trying to push to get the man charged with murder because they feel like he knew that he had AIDS before he ever even married the mama. And while he out there being with the mama, he cheated on the lady, got kicked out the house. The mama eventually let him back in. And I think that she had him confess at some point that he did have AIDS or something like that. But it's a really, really sad situation. So let us go ahead and hop over here and just check it out real quick.
Man is behind bars tonight, charged with killing his wife, not allegedly with a gun or a knife, but by giving her AIDS.
Fox 5's Kevin Stewart joins us live from the Rockdale County Jail in Conyers with the story. Kevin?
The victim here was diagnosed with cancer, but soon doctors realized she had more than cancer. She had AIDS, and that's why her husband is here at the Rockdale County Jail. This is Denise and Cleveland Brody, married in 2014 after meeting at a Christmas party 2 years prior. These were better times.
And she loved this man. She really, really loved him.
But Cleveland Brody is now accused of violating his wife's trust, the family's faith. Rockdale County deputies have charged him with murdering Denise Brody, knowingly infecting her with HIV, his status completely unknown to her. She died in 2022 at 65.
And how long did she live after diagnosis?
2 days.
She put him out when she found out he was cheating on her. And she loved him so much that she actually allowed him to come back, asked him to take a test because he's out there. And he was smart enough to know that it would not get picked up.
Prosecutors first charged the husband in 2023 with only reckless conduct HIV, but the family pushed for murder and did the detective work to share with authorities.
Get evidence of the fact that he had it before he met my mother.
2 years later, now her stepfather is charged with felony murder.
Because at any time he could have told her, I have this, and gave her the right to make the decision on whether or not she wanted to stay with him.
That's right.
And one of the reasons why this is so tough for the family is because AIDS is no longer a death sentence. They're encouraging people to be tested for all STDs. Reporting live in Rockdale County, Kevin.
Baby, listen, please charge his ass with murder, okay? Man accused of giving, okay, now he's charged with it, as he should be, because you knew exactly what you was doing. And in all honesty, I feel like if there were any women that were cheating with him, knowing that he had a wife, y'all should come forward too, just like y'all came forward to hop on that sick Zik. Wow, let me not say that, okay? But while y'all was over there hopping on that man thing, knowing he was married or whatever the case is, y'all should also come forward. I mean, I understand if you don't want your name out there and stuff, but you should also come forward because he likely infected you as well. And you should get justice for that. Okay? But child, that's just sad. Over here wasting that lady's time. Now that lady's life could have been extended a bit more. Maybe just a bit more if she didn't also have the complications from the AIDS on top of the cancer diagnosis and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she could have lived a little longer potentially, okay? Because with cancer, it could take people out, much sooner than the timeline that the doctors may give. So it's a really sad situation, but I am glad that the family is starting to get some justice behind that because that was truly messed up. All right. But that's all I got for you guys at this time. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on everything that I just chit-chatted about. I'm Jami, that's me. And of course, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film.